Shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach double honor unto the elder apostles, the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who are well taught us his truth. It's just a quick one here, man. Russia ready to hit the UK with wave of cyber attacks. Minister will warn. So I'm just gonna play this clip and say a few words on it and that, and then yeah, man.
Cyber attack. When hackers stole sensitive patient data in a cyber attack on blood testing services in June, the impact reverberated through the NHS in London. Thousands of operations and outpatient appointments were postponed. Russia was blamed, as it has been, for targeting the UK's energy infrastructure, its political institutions, the media, telecoms. It means for all President Putin's recent talk of unstoppable missiles and the lowering of the threshold for nuclear weapon use, the unseen threat may well be just as dangerous.
Russia will do everything in its power to destabilize not only within Ukraine, but amongst the NATO allies. So we have to be absolutely vigilant in that as a government, but also in businesses and wider society to protect against those cyber hacktivists.
And by the way, I should have said this at the start. This is for educational purposes. This is for educational purposes. So, I'm not trying to steal any content or anything, solely for educational purposes, man.
Team risk that a leading member of the government will emphasise at a NATO conference on Monday. In his speech, Pat McFadden will leave no doubt that the threat is real, that a Russian cyber attack has the power to switch off the lights for millions. But there'll be a warning for Vladimir Putin too, that the United Kingdom...
And that's what I want to focus on, man. That they're saying that they're gonna have the ability to switch off the lights in the UK, man. They're gonna be able to do shit, man. And this is all under this cyber attack thing, and they're saying things are being done, behind the scenes to counteract that, and it's like a message also to Russia to say, listen, we know what you're up to, we know what you're doing, man. But again, these things are all happening because the physicalization of the Third World War is brewing. It's not quite ready to pop because particular things have to happen, according to biblical prophecy, namely the mark of the beast. That's why the scripture says, though it tarry, wait for it, it will surely come. Let's pull that. And this is a real quick hit, man. I ain't staying on there too long. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 3, and it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, by the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So the whole you got people that will speak to us, oh, you guys said this the end was, was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. How come we don't have another 80 years? Now we know that, or 90 years, or 105 years. We know that because of biblical prophecy. It's not going to stretch that long, but inside of a couple of months, it could be 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, whatever. We know that we're at the end, because the vision is yet for an appointed time. So it's not going to happen before its appointed time, and the prophecies aren't going to break, their rank. The mark of the beast has to happen first. But it says, by the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. So even though it takes a while to actually happen, it's tarry and wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So it's definitely going to happen. And when it starts happening, it's not going to be no piecemeal. It's going to be full on, man. But things have to build up. Now, the reason why they're talking about Russia, ready to hit the UK, because it just got declared the other day, oh, the UK and the US are enemies to Russia in that. It's primarily focused on the UK at that particular time, is because, they're supplying Ukraine with weapons, man. And them same weapons are the weapons that they're using to fight in this war with Russia, man, as an ally. You know, you've had Keir Starmer, you know, say we will provide unwavering support to Ukraine, you know, for as long as it takes. So the UK has already made a stance that, listen, man, we ain't budging. Meanwhile, you got problems and people over here in dire straits. You know, the government ain't doing shit. But when it comes to abroad and that, you know, they're making statements like we'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. You know, meaning that the UK is not going to back down in its help to Ukraine. So Russia's seen that, you know, and said, okay, then, well then, you know, you're an enemy, you know. So they're talking about the UK can get nuked too. And that's biblical prophecy, man. The UK is gonna get nuked, man. Listen, man, when all hell breaks loose, you know, shit's gonna pop off over here too. Now, not on the scale of America, you know, but the UK is not exempt, it will get hit. You know, the seventh, which gave birth onto the eighth, man. You know, the UK is the seventh, which gave birth onto America, man. You know, also in scripture it's known as uh the what's it called, man? It just slipped my mind. Damn. Um the bottomless pit and that, man. You know, talking of Europe and that, you know, the UK and stuff, you know, not producing anything, no agriculture, heavily importing, minor exports, you know. So you know, it's gonna get interesting, man. You know, but now maybe something's around the corner because you know he's addressing it today. You know, there'll be some follow-up articles we'll read into that. But they're talking about you know, Russia has the ability to turn off the lights in the UK.
Member of the government will emphasise at a NATO conference on Monday. In his speech, Pat McFadden will leave no doubt that the threat is real, that a Russian cyber attack has the power to switch off the lights for millions. But there'll be a warning for Vladimir Putin too, that the United Kingdom and others in the room know exactly what Russia are doing and are watching. It also made clear.
So you see that, not watching and reacting, but watching. So that shows you that already, like the UK, man, and you know, we're talking like 5-6 years ago. We did articles and videos on the state of the UK or the British Army and that, man, and how terrible it is. The different regiments, the Air Force, at sea, and all of that, man. The Navy, you know, the Army's in a terrible state. You know, it's been in a terrible state over here in the UK, man. Now, just because you know what someone's doing, okay, do you have the ability to deter it, to stop it? You know, she didn't say in his speech he's gonna say we know what you're doing and we're gonna stop you. He just said we know what we're doing and we're watching. So what? You're just gonna, you know what they're doing, you're gonna watch yourself get fucked over. You know. So pretty much they're coding it, but they're pretty much letting you know we don't have the power or the systems and the infrastructure in place to deter this shit, man. You know? Now maybe they do and they're not saying it for tactical reasons on the net and that and the news outlets or whatever, you know. But you know, hey, it may be an interesting week following into next week and the week after. It may be interesting to see what's gonna happen over here. Because, you know, they're outright telling you, man, hey, listen, Russia's ready to hit the UK with cyber attacks. Turn off the lights.
To his audience at Lancaster House, that such attacks are being countered both publicly and behind the scenes.
Okay, so they said, okay. So they said it's being counted publicly and behind the scenes. So they have got something in place. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if Russia's able to pull it off, if they are going to do it, you know, or we'll see if the systems get compromised and the lights get turned off, man. You know, and this is why we say seek the Lord whilst he may be found. Because if they start turning off the lights and, you know, messing with connections and all of that, you know, you know, the shows and all that, accessing the internet, being able to contact people, it's just gonna be all out hell, man. You know, and these are all the birth pains. You know, the time of sorrows, as Yahweh Shai mentioned in Matthew 24 around verse 8. Yeah, this is Isaiah 13 and 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. So all the things that's going on, it's of the Lord, man. You know, the Lord muster is the host and mustereth the host of the battle. He's the Lord of the armies, man. So all these, uprisings that are happening now and skirmishes, it's all to do with the Lord, man. It's all to do with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the Lord making shit happen out here, man. So again, this is just a real quick hit, but watch this space for the next couple of days, man. The UK might get fucked up by Russia on a cyber level, man. You know?
President.
I think Putin, who is the head of a very small mafia-like clique running a whole country, is interested in his own personal survival, his own wealth, and that of that group. And he will do what he can to protect himself. And if he thinks that cyber attacks are a way...
See, these guys are into name calling, man. It just shows you that they're coming from an inferior stance, man. I didn't quite catch this guy's name. Let me see if I can go back a second.
Survival, his own wealth.
So this is oh wow, Andrew Levy or Andrew Levi, a former UK diplomat, and he's Putin's mafia type. Just whatever. If it is or if it isn't, whatever the characteristics of this guy Putin. But the difference between Putin and these other people. I'll call back. I'm jumping off there in a second anyway. But the difference is that he's actually doing shit, man. Putin actually does shit. That's why he fucking sent that ICBM a couple of days ago over to Ukraine, because the thing is, people talk a good talk, right? People talk a good talk and that, but he's actually about it, man. That's the difference. Putin's actually about it, man. So you talking about mafia? Okay then. He'll fucking turn off the lights, man. And you know what? Part of me hopes that if they actually plan on doing it, may it go through, man. Cause fuck the UK, man. Fuck Britain, man. Straight up, man. Straight up, fuck this place, man. And that would be a wake up call, man. That listen, you are an enemy, man, as he said.
And he will do what he can to protect himself. And if he thinks that cyber attacks are a way to do that, he will do it, even though it's reckless and dangerous.
The capacity to disrupt has already been seen. It may be a hidden war, but the message is clear. His potential impact must not be underestimated. Emma Birchley, Sky News.
Yeah, man. So there you have it, man. It's interesting, man. Where we're at, it's interesting.
It means for all President
Putin. It's interesting stuff, man. So we'll see, man. Shalom, the brother GMS in his likeness. GMS Orlando, the brother Damawathia, Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, and the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, man, get in this truth now, man. Get in this truth now, because ultimately, we're coming into a time where, that's it. You ain't gonna be able to get this truth. Niggas talk about cyber attacks and all kind of things, man. And locking shit off. If you got the word, you got the word. If you don't, you don't. Simple as that, man. So we're gonna keep pushing, Abaratazar. We can see that this is biblical prophecy, man. Straight up biblical prophecy, straight the fuck up, man. But yeah. like I said, you know, keep your eyes open, and we'll see what actually transpires over the next couple of days, man. But you know, things are heating up, man. As I read that scripture in Isaiah 13:4, man, the Lord of hosts will muster of the battle, the Lord of the armies, man. All these things that's going on is due to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai rising up, you know, to make things happen according to his word in prophecy, you know, straight up. There's another scripture I wanted to quote. How'd it go, man? It's just in my head as well. Yeah, then shall the highest begin to visit the world which he made. All of this is the visitation of the highest, man. That peace and safety spirit. Yeah, you know, when the chip comes, you make it seem like it's all cool, but then, you know, then shall sudden destruction, you know, and it's downhill from there. It's already downhill. It's gonna kind of plateau off, but then it's just gonna sudden destruction, and that's it, man. So yeah, you know, continue to meditate on the prophecies, but things are definitely heating up, man. Things are definitely heating up. So yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap it up there, man. You know, praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Achal double on to the elder apostles, the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who were well taught us his truth. You know, stay up, stay praying, man. Stay locked in, man. All right, until the next show, man. Shalom.